I'm James, and I got this Catalina 30 for free. The only issue is it had 3 feet of water in it, it didn't run, and it hadn't been cleaned in years. Come along with me while I bring this boat back to life with the goal of sailing it from San Francisco down to Catalina Island. This is the Catalina Project. So I finally managed to get the engine running, but as soon as I went down below, I noticed steam, smoke coming out of the engine compartment. Definitely not good. What I found was that the alternator wasn't spinning, which honestly, not a surprise because it was an absolute disaster. I mean, basically frozen solid and crusted from all the water that it had been sitting in. So, time for a new alternator.
This is one of those fun things where you realize like this alternator was installed before the engine was put in the boat.
The alternator that came with the boat was fairly small. I think it was a 56 amp. So I figured I'd take this opportunity to upgrade to a 90 amp that would help charge the batteries faster, especially for, running electronics on longer trips. There's an issue with the alternator bracket on these old Catalina 30s, a cast aluminum alternator bracket. It was pretty weak to begin with, but it only had a 56 amp alternator on it, so it wasn't really requiring a lot of, push from the engine. Since I'm putting a larger alternator on here, what everybody says you have to do is double check which style of bracket you have, because one of them is prone to failure. So I'm gonna double check and see what kind of bracket I have. Lucky for me, a previous owner had already done the bracket upgrade. So there was a steel bracket, but the problem was it was slightly too small to fit the new alternator, the fan on the front of the alternator. So I had to shave like a 32nd of an inch off of the alternator bracket to make it fit.
I've got 2 size belts. I'm not sure exactly which one I was going to need. I got them small and medium.
Coco was functioning in a supervisory role. I had to take a break toward the end of the day to actually do my day job. The boat's looking pretty good. From where it came from, I'm fairly happy, but this alternator project dragged on over a couple of days.
It's day 4 of trying to finish the alternator on the boat. I take no prisoners today. Let's get it done. Okay, our brand new beautiful alternator is installed. I forgot to reattach all our grounds.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
No, I don't have a blown head gasket. I just forgot to put the stupid bolt back on the lifter muffler. So I plugged that back up. There, that's better. Now I gotta actually see the engine run and try and diagnose any other potential issues. The alternator's looking good. Everything's reasonably balanced and sounds fairly nice for an engine that was underneath the water. A little bit of movement with the belt that I don't love, but I'll sort that out later. This is progress.
All right, so I basically got the boat running and the transmission working, and I really want to test it out. But I'm honest to God, I'm nervous. Screw it, let's do it.
You ready to do this?
Let's do it, I'm so
All right. I enlisted the help of a couple of friends that I'd made on the dock, and we finally got this boat out for its maiden voyage.
Oh, whoop, I forgot how tillers work. All right, where's the beach? Tiller toward danger.
It was pretty special to sit on the front of the boat, look back at how different it looked, and watch it sail so beautifully up the estuary. After a month and a half of scrubbing and cleaning, I finally got to enjoy the boat and watch a beautiful sunset. As we pulled into the slip, I threw the boat into reverse to slow it down, and it wouldn't go into reverse. Stuck in forward, slammed into the dock.
I checked the transmission to make sure that it had transmission oil, and when I pulled the dipstick out, it looked fine, and I think I just forgot to change the oil in it, and running it seems to have seized it into forward gear. So there's a moderate to good chance that it needs to be rebuilt. Certainly get a cut into my doing this as cheaply as possible thing. So anyway.
Join me next time while I contemplate why I am the way that I am and try to fix this transmission.